Yo, what it do, YouTube? We back week 3. It's another game that I don't want to mention. If I'm being honest, to be completely honest, the first thing that
words
came to
alone
my
can't
mind
stop a losing streak. If it were that easy, every coach would do it. Words do, however, lead to actions, and somebody needs to lead them back to winning football.
That's just where I'm at right now. It's too early for me to just, I'd say, throw the season away just trying to develop Milrow. I didn't even get the chance to see any of that. What are you expecting this week? A team turn the corner and get some wins? Building a winning culture is key, even in a rebuild. That turnaround starts today, guaranteed. Bold prediction, I guess we'll see if that's true in a few hours. Good luck, coach. Yeah. As I said, if I lose this game, I'm bitching Milrow, and I'm gonna start Sam Darnold. That's just where I'm at. I'm gonna continue to go physical. +2 catching traffic, +2 awareness. That's my release. Love the release. I think after this, I'll probably start going. I'm gonna just go playmaker from that point on. But hey, that's the end of this. There go the invite. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. And y'all, you know what's on the line, man. If I lose this game, Milrow's out. But shout out to you. I just realized I never started the stream. But
it's good. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And all the way down.
I seen it. I was late on it.
And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Cooks.
But you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them early.
That's crazy. I missed it dive.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this pass
good breakup.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
No, it's good hand, Reed.
To put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Good guy.
Through the middle of the field. And he is.
Let's go. Way to start the game.
Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, why did they put me on the one in the back?
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
In the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Open man, it's Palmer.
This is what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere. Wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion. Working the moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That's why.
2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll get only 3. Kamara also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
I can't even make my adjustment.
5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought
Yeah, because Drew Brees is moving a nigga. Whatever.
They'll get 5 out.
I gotta stop complaining about shit like that, because that don't even make sense. But it is what it is.
By either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Groupie able to add the PAT. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. But
last to happen, incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And it'll be a... They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on, set.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic...
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they nearly
can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction. That's often the end result.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw,
I wouldn't know I'd do that too soon.
Offense was moving, a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark.
And it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. That's taken in by the 26-yard line.
Ready. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is caught complete. And down inside the 50.
Not a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here. This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Out of it, I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get...
They have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he wins the sticks. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
I'm trying to keep my cool, man. Trying to keep my cool.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember,
like, why is it not switching, bro?
So right back up to that level.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They're going to look to throw. And
let's go.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this punt will go. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well.
This efficiently, I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he takes it
to
the 40 yards.
Puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now. 70s.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Walker showing the power. And he has a
15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets
pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Liking 18.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The person to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So
I take the points, man.
Before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out of the backfield, that's complete. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up, coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half it didn't get it moving.
It's okay now.
More opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Oh, bro, I should have doubled him.
Need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Okay, hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Cool.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime?
Great punt. Oh, my God.
Out the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
For us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this time complete. The defender all over him.
And with incompletions, that won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he...
First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw again. There's Chris Olave.
And they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's a dot, man.
Plays.
Saints.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down. Point deficit. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Gains that one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now back to throw. And incomplete.
Oh my God.
There in the middle, sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again.
Let's go.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to them. Be careful.
I ain't even about to say nothing about that Spencer James route.
You also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And
Let's go, Coop.
After the big play, a chance to finish now.
I can't even give him his touchdown for this shit.
They'll look to throw here.
I still do it.
Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put it
Go,
go.
Go, nigga, go. Fuck.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and
hit like that.
It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
2nd down and inches. Open man left side. Shaheed had. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Great defense.
Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh my God. Woo. Shout out to Bo. I still didn't see him throwing that.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's
shout out to Bo once again.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he gets
them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Come on, come on. 60, 18.
They'll set up a throw.
That's all I need you to do is hold the ball.
First.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be taken.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Panther 60.
On play action, they'll throw.
I just knew he underthrew that, man. Execution.
And I'm not sure that he did.
Fucking falls short.
But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by his rookie, 25.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Open man right side is cut complete. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
I'm getting all my shit back from them last 2 games.
A great play there.
The first 2 games I'd have been fucked over. Dumb decisions. I'm getting all that shit back right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dangerous return.
That's how they was looking at me when they was beating my ass and capitalizing off the fuck up that I was doing. It's my time to shine right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
That's insane. To split 2 people like that.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they're going to have this across. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be
I done forgot I took K9 out. That was Charbonnet.
So now 3rd and 10.
Totally
a big
forgot.
play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again.
Late on the throw.
Incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is in.
That's what they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mickey Manwari. And he will take this one home.
Getting it all back.
You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the pocket, give and call it a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. That's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they
Freak.
get back to base.
This is what I'm talking about. What is the 97 speed, bro?
Believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
Julian Love picks it. Down the left sideline.
You freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle.
I got to change readabilities because this
game, no
here,
exception. They didn't turn the ball over.
97 speed, but don't show.
They look like a
You
smooth
can't tell.
operation in this one, didn't they?
I figure it
Because
out.
you look at every facet of the game.
It's a whole lot of season
they
left.
handled their business.
I somewhat
Offense
started
took
the
care
same
of the
season like this.
football, converted it
Really,
into
I was 2 and 3.
Defense
I mean,
took the
2 and
ball
1,
away,
but
gave it back to the
now I'm 1 and
offense.
2.
Special
So,
teams right there with them. That's the type
no,
of
you
game
saved
a coach
yourself
is gonna
another
really
week.
love and
Because if
value.
I'd have lost
When
this
they
shit,
show the film,
your
have to
ass
be
would have went
careful
to the
not to give
bench,
out
boy.
too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1 and 2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0 and 3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park.